Hey, this is Ryan.
And Derek from the Casket Creatures.
And you're watching Good Company with Scott Bowling.
Wayne's World you in, Scott.
Oh yes, let's all three do it together.
4.
we gotta keep that.
Hello.
Hey guys, my name's Scott Bowling. I'm with Derek,
Hello.
Ryan,
Hey, what's up?
Neon Warlords,
Yes.
Yeah.
Casket Creatures.
Yes, I'm Chris from Neon Warlords.
You are.
Hello.
This is Chris.
Yeah.
No, this is Chris.
Yeah, he couldn't be here today.
Chris
He
could
was
not be
sick.
here.
So we pivoted.
We
See,
pivoted.
I think I see the resemblance, though.
You do. Well,
pretty-
the
it's pretty
glasses, that's the only thing that threw me off.
I got
you know?
contacts now. So it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. They're pretty scary. I like them. Yeah, so we were originally going to have Neon Warlords. Man, you guys, I love that band.
Thank
Your
you.
band,
I
Neon
appreciate
Warlords.
that. Yeah, it's a new project that I've been wanting to do for years. I love the spooky side, but I also have a side of me that's really into like 80s movies and ridiculous, over-the-top synth music and like John Carpenter kind of stuff. So getting to do this project has been a thing that I've been talking about forever. Derek, being one of my best friends, knows that I've been wanting to do this. And finally, like the pandemic really gave me time to like put a lot of work into this and get it going. Yeah. And we just did our second show, and it was awesome. And I wish Chris could have been here, but he was sick. And Derek hasn't been on the show yet.
Unfortunately,
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, you got me.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
not unfortunate at all.
Yeah, Derek, I'm so glad you're on the show, man. Eventually, we're gonna have you on, but you know, your guy got sick.
Yeah.
How do you guys play live with two people? You got just a laptop plays
Yeah,
drums,
so
loops,
we
everything?
incorporate. Yeah, we have a drum machine right now. We are gonna have live drums at our New Year's Eve show. We're playing in Albany, Georgia, New Year's Eve with Neon Warlords and the Casket Creatures, and we're gonna go all out for that one. But yeah, right now the first two shows we did, we just used the drum machine, and I mean, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, it's just me and one other guy, and we don't really want there to be anyone that like is like a Neon Warlord. Like it's us. We write the music.
It's sacred.
It's our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's our vision 100%. We collaborate really good. We came up with all the concepts and all the album art and everything. Like
I
we just
love it, man.
It all came together so beautifully that we don't really want to get someone else in there that's like, oh, I think that we should do that. No, fuck off. Like we know what the Neon Warlords are. It's nunchucks, headbands, like kick-ass metal. That's the vibe.
I
So.
ordered nunchucks for this interview, and there was a delay on it, and I was so sad.
I would have brought you a pair.
Awesome.
I have like 6.
Dude, I wish you did, man. I should have
Damn
said
it.
it. I ordered. I paid money just for the intro.
Shit.
It's like, nah. Dude, I love the music though. Blood on the Streets is probably my favorite.
Hell yeah.
It sounds like a soundtrack from like Rocky or something. Like I'm not Rocky. I'm throwing.
Well,
Rocky.
no. That's so funny story. We covered the song from Rocky IV at the last show, No Easy Way Out.
I love that song.
I do too, yeah.
Yes.
And I put on the Rocky robe, came out there. He's got a cool little video of me doing some boxing.
It's like
Yeah.
a boomerang.
And,
Really?
Yeah.
Bow, bow.
And you're so committed when you do this, man. Like it is.
I am dead serious when I'm being an absolute fucking idiot. I am dead serious about it. I really.
I saw you the nunchucks and you were sweating profusely. You're like, and you had this face the whole time, like.
Oh yeah,
This is
yeah.
real.
So it was funny because like. I mean, as a kid, growing up, going to Gatlinburg and places like that, I would always go to this store where I would get throwing stars and nunchucks, and I took karate and stuff, and I was like into all that stuff when I was a kid, like big time. And it was a part of my life that kind of went dormant for a while, and I started doing this band, and I'm like, I can do all this dumb shit on stage.
Yeah.
And my wife, like the first time she saw us, she was like, I had no idea that you were that badass with nunchucks. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really fuck around. I am real good at that.
She said in the bedroom, she's like, I never knew you were this
I know, right?
Like, I've been doing this for years.
The only bad thing about that gimmick is that I do that while Chris is soloing because it's like there's nothing for me to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So like to make the stage show a little bigger because it's just two guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bust out the nunchucks and like do all this stuff. The only thing I hate about it all is that Chris is such an amazing guitarist. He's shredding, just like
Thank you, I am.
yeah, right. Yeah, but like Chris is just destroying it. And then all the comments and all the videos are like, man, that guy's really good at nunchucks. I'm like, no, that's not really that impressive, honestly.
You're like, the only problem was the amount of females trying to approach me.
Yeah, that's the only
You
bad
know?
part. Yeah, I got to fight them off.
Yeah,
I
with
have
the
about-
nunchucks.
I got about 20 props made for this interview, but nobody's here, so we don't have to bring them all up. But look, I'll show you some cool artwork.
Yeah, man.
yes.
Yeah.
But I love it, and I gotta tell everybody to check it out. Though it's really,
I
like,
appreciate that.
Your music is like Neon Warlords is instantly like right when you hear it, it's like, oh, I like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It does
Yeah.
not. It's not a slow burn. It's like, boom. Oh, this is good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love that.
We describe it
agree.
as
Yeah.
the soundtrack to an awesome movie that doesn't exist.
Yes.
Like it's like that's exactly what everything like sets a vibe. It's like, you know, very like cyberpunk, like futuristic 80s kind of retro wave stuff. But all of it's got that like power and attitude that's like undeniable in my opinion.
And
It's just
like,
that,
the songs are good.
Yes.
I appreciate
really
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Who's
you.
that? Who's that girl you guys do the song with?
Tiffany.
Cyber.
So she sings. She sings with Elzig.
Oh yes, I love them. That's the Misfits.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that song's called "Love Is a Burning Machine," and she
a great song.
absolutely kills that one.
Yeah.
She played live with you guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last show, and it went so good. The funny story though. So everything with our drums is on a track. There's no way to like stop. There's no way to change the set. Like the set is the set.
that.
Like it's like you press spacebar and then it's time to go, and then me and Chris have to be on.
Yeah, you
point.
can't be spontaneous.
We
It's
cannot.
like- yeah.
We cannot change stuff up. If somebody's like, "Hey, play this song," we'll be like, "We can't," because it's all like part of the thing. It's all set up. I talked to Chris before the show, and like with Casket Creatures, we always have a very detailed set list, and it's like,
Yeah.
here's this song, here's this song, here's this song. Ryan speaks here. We have an intro here. Like everything's laid out. Yeah. So I talked to Chris, and I was like, hey, should we do that for Neon Warlords? And he's like, no, man, it's fine. Like we'll be good. And sure enough, at the show, I'm like sitting there, and I was signaling to him. I was like, hey, we need to bring Tiffany on stage, right? And I don't think he heard me, and he was just like, yeah, man, like thumbs up or whatever. And I was like, cool, bring her on stage. And then we start playing the Rocky IV song. She's never heard that song.
Oh no.
And I thank God though, she's a professional. She's
Yeah.
like musician, like amazing, extraordinaire. So I like got in her ear, and I was like, here's the chorus, and I sang it to her, and I was like, just jump in on the chorus, and she did it, and it was beautiful. It was great. And then
There you
she
go.
sang the actual song she does
After it. Yeah.
and it all
Yeah.
worked out. It all worked out. Nobody knew until
Nobody
right
knew,
now.
but you guys are
I didn't know
sweating.
till right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I was like, I am so sorry. But I told Chris, I was like, we are printing out the damn set list next time. That's happening.
What if you guys got in an argument backstage like, you've never seen Rocky IV? Like, what?
Yeah, wait, yeah. Actually, now I'm mad. You haven't seen Rocky IV? Come on. You don't know
Rocky
the song?
IV is the best soundtrack ever. Man. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like a soundtrack
Robert
movie.
Tepper.
I like how it took the 4 to get there.
Yeah.
It took
Yeah.
It took Hulk. Hulk. Anyway, let's get rid of all these problems. It's just Neon Lords. But look, while we're talking about this, I got you guys some beer. Whoa. 1985.
Oh!
Some retro
The
beers. I
Neon
like 'em.
Warlords. Thank you. I'm in that band now.
I got this Miller Lite.
Ooh.
Bracket.
It's all cheers.
It's a very
man.
fragrant
Cheers.
beer.
It's
I don't
fruity.
know.
It's very earthy. I don't know. Like,
Earthy.
It's got
yeah.
undertones.
Undertones?
I don't know anything about
Undertones
beers.
of trees?
yeah.
I just like to get
Oh,
drunk.
that's pretty good, actually.
Oh, that is good. Yeah,
it?
I like it. Yeah.
This is pretty good too. This is it's a fine pilsner.
That's a rare one.
It's a real
Hell
one.
yeah. Hell yeah.
It's got the retro logo. You
Yeah,
know,
I know.
see?
Well, that's in my opinion, that's when Miller Lite got
Retro.
good.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So I really feel like Miller Lite used to suck, and then they changed the can. Now it's good. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I swear that's what happened.
It probably is.
Yeah.
So you guys played together in Casket Creatures.
Damn
you were
right.
on the show
yeah.
before.
We've been doing this for a long
A
time.
long time.
I'll tell you, the Phantom to the Phantom
Zone.
Phantom Zone, yeah.
Yes.
I love that song, man.
Yeah.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
I love the video.
Yeah.
You guys are watching TV. You
Yep.
get interrupted.
Yep.
Yeah.
The greatest movie of all time, Malibu Express.
Yes, you're like,
Yeah.
you guys interrupted Malibu Express or something?
Yeah. So
yep,
basically, if you haven't seen the video, an alien interrupts our viewing of this awesome 80s action movie.
Yes.
And we get super pissed off about it. So we go to space.
So what's
in
the
my
logical
Corolla.
thing to do?
Yeah. We get in my Corolla, we fly to space, and then we
Yes.
go fight this guy because he interrupted our movie.
Yeah.
And then at the end, after we kick his ass, we go back to watching the movie.
Exactly.
exactly.
Which band member had the Miller Light box on the
Cliff.
Yeah, yeah.
Was our old bass player, and he came up with that whole thing.
Yeah.
And put like an actual TV remote in it.
Yeah.
And you guys are like, this doesn't work. And he goes, oh, what do you want me to do?
He's like, I'm the only one who brought a space helmet. We're like, that's a beer box with a fucking remote control on it.
Yeah, dude.
It was so genius.
How long does it take you to film that video? Is it a day?
We did 2 days.
2 days. 1 day performance, 1 day of storyline.
Are you guys hung over one day, or is it just 2 days of
Oh no, we drink the
Are these
whole time,
props
so we don't.
or not
we
like,
don't
do you
stop.
really
we don't
drink?
get hungover.
We don't stop.
Yeah, you don't stop.
We just don't stop.
Yeah.
I was drunk last night. I'm drunk now. That's how it works.
This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the fun stuff, and I think we may have like one kind of semi-serious video. Maybe.
Yeah, American Cannibal.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
other than that, like we love just being stupid and like just doing fun shit.
We like entertainment.
Yeah.
I think most of our favorite bands are like big, over the top, like
Yeah.
entertaining, fun stage shows. So like that's what we want to do. Like we don't want to be like just sitting on a stage and just being like wearing jeans and being like, hey, my girl left me.
Yeah.
No, I want to like
Or have like some deep video concept where it's
yeah.
like, what if somebody interrupted us watching this and we go to space?
yeah. Yeah, like that's like we have another one where we're vampires and we're like, what if we were like asshole roommates and like this guy like hated us and tried to kill us and then we do vampire stuff.
Yeah.
It's just that's the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
we do stuff that makes us laugh.
It's that like visually, artistically, like we like to have fun and make funny stuff, but then musically, we're
The
like
music's serious, man. You guys work on the music.
Yeah. No, we take the music very serious, but the
Yeah.
visuals we try
You got
to
to, right? You don't
Yeah.
be like, with arms wide open. You know?
Now just her off.
I like the style though, man. I feel like you guys in the community with Jamie and Die 985.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cry 985. Some guy said that. That wasn't you. Who said that?
That's
that's a real big
Cry
asshole.
985.
I was pretty mad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that guy
know,
from
man.
Texas.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy.
No,
I
but
did
you
see
could-
him last night though, open for
Talk
He's
about the
Legend.
show last night. You guys played last night.
Yeah.
You did.
All right, what's
You did.
All right, yeah. We can
So,
talk about it.
This
The asshole band, Del Jepson Nighthawks, we played last night at Pit Row Expo, the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
Open
So
up
this
for-
is our southern rock band, just
Yeah.
to let you know.
Yeah.
So Dale
I
Jepson.
always explain it. I'm like,
You
if
can cut this out if
think,
you want to.
No,
no,
fine.
keep
Keep
no,
going.
no. I'm like, if you think it's still Panther but Southern, that's Dale Jepson.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like that kind of joke parody bullshit. And then somehow it lined up. We played last night at the Atlanta Motor Speedway before He's Legend as Dale
It's
Jepson.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing band. He's a legend. You guys are amazing too.
Yeah.
Amazing weather.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
everything.
No, it
it sounds
was-
like
It
a great
was
night.
awesome.
The stars
And then-
aligned. It was great.
Ronnie was texting me during the show. He's like, I love He Is Legend. This,
Yeah.
That's what he
Oh,
sounded
yeah.
like.
And that's
Cool.
like the best part too is like they're one of my favorite bands ever.
Really?
So having the guy be like, yeah, you want to play Where He's Legend? I'm like, yeah, we can do that.
Let me check my schedule. Yeah, let me see if
right.
I'm open that day.
I think I was like out of town. Yeah, I was in St. Simon's, and you called me.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on, man? I'm like, why do you keep calling me? And you're like, just answer the damn phone. And I was like, all right.
He's
And I-
texting you that. Just answer the phone.
because I was like, I was on vacation.
Well, no, yeah, I
doing
call him
stuff.
and he texts me. He's like, why you call? I'm like, answer. Like,
Yeah. He's like, just answer the phone. And I answered.
I
He's like,
hate
we're
using
opening
the
for
phone.
He Is Legend. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So-
And then that was like, that's funny. Like the Del Jepson stuff, like we always fuck with everything. So we did that. The promo,
Yeah.
Cry 95, and then we're like, I'm like, yeah, opening for my favorite band, I Am Legend.
we
Just
beef
fuck
with
up
our
the-
own band.
Yeah. Just fuck up the names, and then at the show, I was like, no, let's call him He Is Legend. Like,
Yeah, you don't want to miss with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to like start any shit.
But it was cool. Like they like watched us. We talked, and they're like, "This is amazing, hilarious." So we're like, "Cool."
Yeah.
Like you guys, because I know Skylar.
That's
and,
cool.
Like all this stuff. So like, you guys get it. You know, it's funny. And even at the end of the night, he was like, "Oh, you're going back to Texas."
We're like, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So Dale Jepson and the Nighthawks are from Austin, Texas,
That's true.
canonically. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I
laying that
love
out.
when you walked
Which
on
I
stage.
guess nobody probably knows till they hear this now.
Yeah.
The beginning of it was playing Mule Camp
Yeah.
Tavern one time, and the guy that ran it.
He wanted to get some out of town bands.
Something. It was Casket Creatures, Elzig, and he kept like bringing up people like these guys should open, and we're like nah. Eventually he was like, well, I don't know who to get. Like, who am I gonna get?
Yeah.
We're so annoyed they kept messaging us. We're like, well, just jokingly, we're like, there's this band from Texas called Del Jepson Nighthawks. Just
At
made
this
it
point, we had no songs, like no idea what the hell the band
up.
was.
Nothing. We just made up the name
This is so
on
funny.
the spot.
I love
Yeah.
this.
And we're like, they're from Texas. They were big in the 70s. They kind of dropped off, but they're coming back. You know,
We could get them.
we could get them. And then he's like, all right, cool, they're on it. And then me and him were like, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah, I was like, what are we gonna do? Like, I remember having that discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we don't actually know
Yeah.
what this is, but it's too
So,
funny not to do something.
within like a month and a half, we came up with the band, the concept, wrote like 6 songs,
Yeah.
the whole backstory.
It's like 6 songs and then like a whole bunch of just bullshit in
Yeah.
between.
Yes.
'Cause they
Yeah.
had to fill time. You know?
Yeah, so it's like that quick, like just.
We took a sandwich break, like in between
sandwich
the
break.
set.
Yeah. So it's just funny, like
Sandwich break.
the beginnings was just us fucking with a promoter, and then he was like, "Yeah, book him," and we're like, "Oh shit, we gotta come up with this."
I remember us getting on stage and him being like, is it just them? It's just them again?
Yeah.
They're playing
Yeah.
twice?
No, that was the thing. Everybody was like the first show was like so hyped, and everybody didn't even know, and then Dale Jefferson
Like,
comes
to the
on.
point where people were messaging me, like, do you know who these guys are? I'm
Yeah.
like, I have no idea. Because it was like all this promotion. I was like doing interviews and stuff with people's podcasts, and like
that's so
nobody
funny.
kho who Dale Jepsen and the Nighthawks
Yeah.
were.
Do you know who these
And then-
guys are? You're
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like, I have no idea.
then-
There was a theory that it was Jamie for a while.
oh,
That's
really?
true.
Yeah, there
That's
was a
true.
theory that
Yeah.
it
Well,
was
Jamie dressed up as like, didn't he have his own alter ego?
Well,
yes.
He
is-
played bass for us for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Billy
What was his
Byram.
name?
Billy Byram.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But the best part was that first one, like, going on, and they played, and like everybody's like watching it, and they're freaking out. And then like halfway through the first song, they're like, "Is that just the Casket Creatures?"
Yeah, just wearing wigs and cowboy hats and boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it like snowballed from
Singing
there.
songs about Roadhead.
Yeah. It snowballed from there. Like even right after it first happened, we did a couple shows, and we did one show for this festival in Avondale that we tried to get on for like 2 years as Casket Creatures.
Oh, right on.
Finally got on it. The week of, the guy ran it. He was like, "Oh, can you do Dale Jepsen?"
Yeah, he's like, another
Oh,
band
really?
dropped off.
Yeah.
Can you do 2 bands? And we're like,
He was like, "Can you
Yeah.
do Dale Jepsen?" I'm like, "We tried 2 years to get Casket Creatures on this, and a week of you on Dale Jepsen." And we're like, "Cool." And then Dale Jepsen got paid more than Casket Creatures.
I was insulted. I'm like, those guys are nobodies.
This is a great promo, by the way. You should
Yeah.
you film
Yeah.
Well,
this.
I mean, it's the same with last night. Like, Casket Creatures didn't get asked to open for He Is Legend. Dale Jepsen did.
Dale
And I was
Jepsen,
like,
who hasn't played in 2 years?
yeah. I was
many
like,
songs
we
you
have
guys-
a real band that has a lot of songs.
I think we have like 8.
8
real
Dale
Dale
Jepsen
Jepsen
songs.
Yeah.
And
What
then-
kind of style is it, man? Is it?
It's like
Southern-
redneck metal. I
Redneck
guess.
metal.
Yeah.
Redneck, southern, like rock kind of.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It kicks ass, in my opinion. It's like all
and
just
that's like another
it's
thing.
sleazy and dirty, and it's a lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
But it's like not something we take seriously.
It's like another thing of that and like whatever neon stuff, which also what you do visually is still cool.
Yeah.
Well, like the songs back it up.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
thing as Dale Jepsen. Like we can be stupid and ridiculous, but you listen to
guys
the
are all
songs
musicians.
and like the songs kick ass.
So going back to Roadhead, how do you write Roadhead? Do you just sit there and like?
Well, you see, I was thinking about driving a car, and
We take our music seriously.
It's from a real life experience
Yeah,
in a Camaro.
I
Yeah.
don't want to get too in depth, but
Yeah.
Sorry.
one thing led to another.
It's just honestly like I don't know what it is, and it's not like a toot your own horn thing.
Yeah, no,
But
no.
like we'll just do stuff and it'll just come out and we're like, this is good.
You guys click.
Yeah.
Well, it also comes from me and him have been working together for a long time.
Like,
and
10 years.
I think the Dale
Yeah.
Jepsen stuff is mainly just me and you writing all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we are just like on the same wavelength. I mean, we used to be roommates and we used to just sit there and just write songs for
Yeah.
hours and hours
Yeah.
and hours. Most of like the shit that we come up with is
Yeah.
just like us just sitting in a room, drinking a lot and just being like,
Yeah.
this would be cool.
Yeah. And then we do
First
it.
time I ever saw you guys live was I think I've told you the story before, but you at like your sore throat or something, and weren't you like spraying like some kind of like
The
it was what you
Gray Skull.
said. I was there.
Gray Skull.
Gray Skull. That's
Yes.
another one of your bands.
Yeah.
I was
yes.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah, so
That is a friend.
the throat
Yes.
spray
Yeah.
was actually Fireball.
yeah, my
Yeah.
throat
Oh,
was
dude.
fine. My throat
I
was
was like,
fine.
he's
He was
giving
just
him
spraying
medicine.
fireball in my mouth.
Dude, I was like, he's giving him cough syrup. Like, he's
No.
so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. I was his tech that night. I'm like,
Really?
I got you. I got a flashlight, got this cool belt, got this throat spray for
Yeah,
you.
dude, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, like I made my own shirt that said Ryan Crew
You did?
on the back.
Yeah.
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 And then so I kept spraying with this thing and be like, oh, was that like throat spray? I'm like, yeah. You want some? Hit it. And they're like,
It's just
they're like,
Fireball.
it's just Fireball.
Yeah.
And then eventually everybody caught on. They tried to take it. I'm like, no. I'm like,
yeah, this is.
who are you? Stop it. Yeah.
Let's talk about Grayskull. I used to love them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outlaw.
We're talking about coming back. We're in the process of doing some new shit right now.
That's great. I'm friends with the bass player, Drew.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Drew's a good guy.
Yeah. Which Drew, played with us last night.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all
Kids
very
goes- my kids
incestual in Gainesville. Like a lot of the same people all play together.
But then it's not even that. It's like with all this stuff and like a lot of people that we're in the bands, we always have the same people.
Yeah.
Because I know who I like to work with.
Yeah.
And who's gonna show up and do it. So that's like
Yes,
the
you know you're working
circles
with, yeah.
are people because we
Yeah.
know.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a cool
I think,
community.
Yeah. It's a great community of people, and like there's a lot of people that want to be in bands but don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
But like our crew is not like that.
Yeah.
Like our group of people, the guys in Die 95, you know, all the Casket Creatures guys, like it's all a group of people that just want to like make music, make art.
Yeah.
Are not concerned about like, you know, pay and stuff. I mean, you know, pay is good, but
Yeah,
like it's not
yeah.
like about that. It's about like let's make some cool shit happen.
Yeah.
Let's help the community. Like let's
Yeah.
help like create some.
There's
art,
never like,
some
what am I
music.
gonna get from this?
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
like, let's do it.
It's not
have
about
fun, man.
an
Yeah.
individual. It's about like the collective. Like let's
Yeah.
all make some shit happen.
Yeah.
So you guys work with Kyle from Let There Be Rock a lot, right? Let There Be Rock. You
Yeah.
work with him. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're an instructor, right? Like you teach guitar.
I fill in here and there.
That's
doing
cool.
lessons
Didn't you
and
guys
stuff.
do a show like with the students you were teaching?
Yeah, they did one a couple months ago. They're doing one Sunday
Yes,
at
this Sunday.
Fresh House.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's cool, man. It's really fun to see like these young kids playing like Korn and Slipknot and
Yes.
like all this stuff. I'm like,
Yeah,
It's
man.
awesome.
The videos they post, I show my son that. I'm like, look at
Yeah.
that, and he's always digging it.
the best part is like I'll go fill in and one kid came in one time I was there. I'm like, oh, like what are you working on? Because I just show up and fill in. Like I don't know what they did before. It's like we're doing Inner Sandman. I'm like, cool, I'll show you that. And he's like, well, I made it through both solos. I got to figure out the last part was solo. I'm like, oh, Ooh.
Yeah.
Hold on now. So it's kind of funny when like a 12-year-old's way better than you are. And you gotta be-
like slow down.
Yeah.
Where's your fingers?
Yeah.
What's that thing?
He's like, we're going to like a C sharp fret. Yeah, I'm like, is that 3, 5? Like, what is that?
Dude, James
Yeah.
Hetfield said
Tabs.
Metallica. Metallica said when he was doing S&M, the whole orchestra thing.
Yeah.
He said all these professionals were like, "How do you play this?" And he's like, "Well, I put my finger right, like you know,
Yeah.
he didn't know what to tell him. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't know what.
Yeah, so that's like
You just
funny.
do this thing with your hand. That's it.
Yeah, it's funny, and then like it's cool because you see like some stuff and like the growth and like people that come in don't know nothing.
Yeah.
And especially with the band camp weeks, because people come in for the camp, you have a week to learn something, you play it on Friday. So there's some
Wow,
people that
that's
come
so
in,
cool.
some kids don't know how to hold a pick, and by Friday they're playing the song with the band. So
That's awesome.
It's cool.
It
to,
really
like-
is, man. I wish
yeah.
they had that when I was like growing up in Gainesville.
Oh, same, yeah.
Especially in Gainesville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinnie Paul's bandmates here in Gainesville. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
yeah,
So
right, yeah,
like, imagine
yeah.
having that when you're 15.
I know.
Oh,
Lord.
yeah. And that's like a bunch of times too, like everybody at school and all this and the kids, I'm like, you don't even know like
Yeah,
what you're in right now.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell my son that.
Yeah.
Like, you think this is cool? This is really cool.
Exactly, yeah.
Everyone I knew that like in this area that was learning how to play instruments, they either went to Ted's or they just learned themselves.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
it.
Zach Ted was like, the guy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that, but other than that, like that was it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's like me, like I learned like on Google
Yeah.
how to play.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
me trying to teach somebody how to do something, I'm like, well,
So you're in Twisted.
yes.
Twisted.
Yes.
Twisted.
Yes.
I never really got into these guys until I heard about you, and, and it's so good, man. How did you get involved with these guys?
My first tour with Davey Suicide,
Yes.
we opened for Twisted. So that kind of like set the tone, I guess. That was like 2015, so like way back. And that, I was like, okay, cool, whatever, Twisted. And then meeting them, hanging out with them on the tours, like they're actually genuinely into like horror and stuff. So like we bonded on that.
Cool.
And then the drummer for Davey at the time, eventually he left Davey and joined Twisted as their drummer. So then just, the people down the line. And then he called me last year, and he was like, we're going to do the band thing again with Twisted. He was like, you want to play guitar? I'm like, cool, yeah. He was like, sweet, our first show's with Rob Zombie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No way.
no pressure.
Where was that at?
It was at a festival in Detroit
Oh,
called
that's
Riff
amazing.
Fest. So it was like Rob Zombie, Chevelle, Avatar, like
Whoa.
a bunch of people.
That's so cool, man.
So that's cool, and that's just kind of like the thing. You meet these people, you make these connections, you keep in touch, and then eventually.
Can you learn like quick like that? Like learn
Yeah.
these songs,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So that's cool, and that's been awesome since.
So you still with them? So
Yep. Yeah, we just did, our last thing we did was Blue Ridge Festival. So
Nice.
that Slipknot Mudvayne, Alice Cooper, Ghost, everybody.
Ghosts, man,
So,
that's amazing. Alice Cooper's amazing. All these people
Yeah,
are amazing.
yeah.
Do you hang out with all these people when you open for them?
We kind of talk shop. Like we'll see them, but we also know, done this so long, like I know somebody's busy or doing this, like I'll mess with them. But it's funny on that whole run, twice randomly, we had an off day and we were at a casino and I'm like sitting there eating, like this guy over here, I'm like, that guy looks like Alice Cooper.
Whoa.
It was Alice Cooper.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, what? And then everybody's like, oh, go talk to him. I'm like, he's eating. I ain't gotta mess with him. And then of Blue Ridge too, we're in the mall eating again in the food court. Here comes Alice Cooper walking by. I'm like,
That's amazing.
so
See,
it's
I
like,
would just hope that if you had a discussion with Alice Cooper, it would be like Wayne's World.
yes,
Where he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well,
I'll talk-
actually, like, drop some knowledge. you
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah.
it was like,
Milwaukee.
yeah, it's pronounced. I was not aware of that. Does this guy know how to party?
But that's like the thing of, you know, doing it and knowing what it is. Like you meet these people, you see these people, but you know like how to approach them, when to
Rounders,
approach
yeah,
them. And like at Blue Ridge, we were supposed to play Friday, we played Sunday instead. They swapped us. But we got to hang out all weekend. So got to see everybody. You know, we watched Slipknot side stage, watched Ghost up front. I was like on side stage for Alice Cooper.
That's cool.
So it's cool stuff. But like people that we tour with or meet and hang out with, like we'll do it enough. You know,
Yeah.
we don't intrude.
Yeah, it's like when you guys got here, I was like, they told you, obviously, don't look at Scott in the eyes. And you're like, okay, that's cool. We're just
oh
gonna
yeah,
eat.
it was like a stern
Like,
rule.
you knew the
It said,
things. Yeah,
if you look at him
It's
in
all
the
that
eyes,
touring
you're
experience.
fucking out.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
I got
Sorry.
different eyes, so I can look at you in the eyes.
Yeah, why are you making eye contact with me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let's drink some beer.
Please don't fight
yeah.
me.
Do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so what's next for Casket Creatures?
Casket Creatures, we are
We have a
working
lot.
on the new album.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of demos that we've done since 2020, quarantine stuff.
Oh, really?
So-
James Nation, is he working with you guys?
Yes.
or is-
Yeah. He's exclusive.
I've known that guy forever.
James Nation's
Yeah.
exclusively our producer till the day I'm fucking dead.
I need
like,
to
that
have
guy
him on the
rules.
show, man.
He's amazing.
Should.
Yeah,
That'd be
I've
awesome.
known him forever. I remember
a-
when he was in Shafted, like his old band.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I remember
yeah.
Shafted.
I used
yeah.
to work for him. Yeah, we
yeah.
played shows together.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember
Yeah, dude, I
Shafted.
just
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that guy. He's a fucking genius. Like,
Yeah.
so many people just don't even know. I mean, he does Dynamite 5's
He's
albums.
always been that
Yeah.
way. Super smart.
Does Casket Creatures albums. Does all the
Insane.
Gray Skull stuff. Like,
Yeah.
the guy's, like, I don't think any of us would be, even at the local level that we're at,
Yeah.
without him. Like, he is such an expert at what he
Yeah.
does. He's such a great sound engineer. He also, like, knows when to tell me, like, hey, man, you can do way better than that. Like, he
Yeah.
knows me as a
Or
vocalist
about
and
you
as a singer.
suck.
Well, yeah, and he will. Like, guitar, vocal, like, he will straight up be like, that fucking sucked. You can do better than
Yeah.
that.
I was like, how does he politely tell you?
no, he doesn't politely tell you.
He's like, I hate
No.
you and
Yeah.
you suck.
I'll like do a solo, like,
like, that
well,
was
that'd sound
fucking-
cool if you sucked. I'm like, okay.
He's so mean, but I love him.
Yeah.
Because, like, he will break you down and be like,
He's like Ross Robinson throwing
yeah,
stuff at
oh,
you.
yeah.
He thinks I'm a plant.
yeah, with the with
You're
the
like,
chair.
"Jeez, dude."
Yeah.
But yeah, so he
Yeah.
will like be like, I know you can hit that note. Because like he'll like sometimes we'll be recording a song and I'm like, all right, that's good. And he's like, no, like you can do like a high harmony over this. And I'm like, no the fuck I can't.
Yeah.
I can't fucking, I'm not fucking Bruce Dickinson. I can't do this shit. And he's like, no, you can. I've played with you in bands. You can fucking do it.
Yeah.
Do it now. And I'm like, okay. And then I do it.
Yeah.
And it's because he pushes me.
Yeah. And,
That's
awesome.
And I've
he's,
seen
like,
him do it to you.
That
Like,
awesome enough, like even if something like switch or change, like people are like, oh, you're gonna work with somebody else, like I would never.
Really?
Like for what we do and what we record, like James is our guy.
That's so
if we
awesome.
had
I love that.
a fucking like $1 million budget and like all this fucking like
We would still
record
go with
companies, I would
James Nation.
still be like,
Yeah.
we're using him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like doesn't matter.
That's a
like that
huge
guy's
compliment.
Just,
Yeah.
he's a fucking pro. Like,
Yeah.
he's so good. He's got an ear for music. He knows what's cool. He's also like an awesome like he does videos and movies and stuff. He's just
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Yeah, he's
prodigy.
always been that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just really good.
Yeah.
So
I think he makes video games now or some shit. I don't know. He's crazy.
I wish I had like
He's just too good at
a
everything.
portion of brain cells that dude has.
Right,
yeah,
I've
yeah,
had- mine are all destroyed,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
his keep going.
Oh yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
Somehow.
Does he have any vices? Like he probably
His
just drinks damn
multiply.
water. Or
I don't know.
something. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
What about Neon Warlords?
I will say I've seen him party with us, drink as much as us,
Oh.
throw up, and then just
On the
keep
wall.
and then keep drinking, which
Yeah.
I've never been able
On
to
the
do.
wall?
If I
Yeah.
throw
Maybe
up,
I should have him over.
if I throw up, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
done.
game over.
I'm
Yeah,
done
there's
for
two
the
different
night.
kind of people. People
Yeah.
that throw up and keep going.
Yeah, so he's the
That's
type
not
of
me.
person that
Yeah,
can
me either.
he can party, drink till he pukes, and then immediately be like,
He's so
hand
smart.
me a beer.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
He's like,
You're-
let me do some math problems right now. You know? Like, he's so smart.
Yeah, he is. He's a genius. Yeah.
Neon Warlords, you got more songs coming? Or
Yeah, man. We have a few new songs that we just recorded a song called Angel City that's like a lot different. It's a lot more synth. There's like very little guitar at all. It's like very synth heavy and very like soft, I guess you would say. But like it's a lot different than all of our stuff because a lot of our stuff's very like driving.
Yeah.
But this song's like super cool. I'm super excited for people to hear it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very different vibe.
When's it come out?
What now?
When's it going to be ready? Or is
It should be out next month.
Next month. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
Neon
super
Warlords.
excited about that. And
I'm Chris, and I
Spotify.
say it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we have a few new songs in the books, and we have another couple shows coming out.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
And how about you? Twisted? You got
Twisted, we're going out March, April with Static X Fear Factory.
something? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we're on that tour.
Yeah, I love Fear Factory. Man.
yeah,
That's like,
so that'll be
that's
fun.
my favorite band.
And then David Suicide, we're doing Shiprocked in January.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yep.
That is so cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You're
fun.
very humble, dude, by the way.
Ah.
Like, you just name drop like boom, boom, but
it's all,
you're a really
it's
cool
like
guy,
the
man.
thing too, like as I grew up and like doing this and like I'm always, people were like, oh, you're playing a band? I'm like, no, like I'm that guy. Like, you know,
Yeah. You're-
always humble, always.
You're extremely humble. Both
If
you
he
guys,
wasn't
man.
at a thing where he's talking about his thing,
I
he
would not
wouldn't be
talk about
talking
that. Yeah.
No, that's
So
cool.
it's like,
That's cool.
I appreciate what I've known growing up and loving from this,
Mm-hmm.
and even that I've got to do some awesome shit. Like I'm still not gonna be like that guy.
Yeah.
Like I'm still Gainesville, fucking Georgia. Like
That's who you are.
yeah.
You're not fake. That's
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
Well, let's do one more toast, man.
One more toast.
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for
Casket
having us.
Creatures, Neon
Yes.
Warlords, Twisted.
Yes. Chris.
Yes.
I'm Chris. Hello.
It's Chris.
Me too.
Hi, me too.
We're all Chris.
We're all Chris.
Yeah, we're all Chris.
All right, man. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Derek.
Thank
You're the
you.
man. Thank you.
Thank you for having
You're
us.
the man. Thank you
Hell
so
yeah.
much.